Hi guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Emily. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on my video. Don't forget to also click that like and subscribe button. You got a little kitty hiding in the corner because Biggie likes to make an appearance in most of my videos. Hey. Hi. Now he's just staring. My shirt also says pet cats. It's Josh's shirt, it's not mine. So I'm just wearing it. Today's video, we are talking about the MONSTERA SILTEPECANA. That is how you spell that, because I'm dyslexic and I spell things wrong all the time. I actually haven't had this plant for super long time to know exactly what works absolutely perfect, but I have been loving this plant. I love the leaves. I love the texture. Textured leaves are my favorite. And just that veinage is just, you can't see it. Hold on, let me bring you closer for a second. Look at that. So this is the newest leaf right here, and then we have a little baby coming up. Put you back. There you go. This plant is in the Monstera family, of course. I don't treat it, I don't do anything that special to it, and it seems to be thriving. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. So I actually leave this plant in the bathroom, which is a south-facing window. But it only has like a small window, and it is like a window that has like that like texture to it, so you can't actually see inside, so it's sort of filtered light for it. Faces the window, just faces it like that, sits up on a shelf. It does, I've read that they do like higher humidity, which is why I think it does so well in my bathroom, because like Josh mountain bikes every day, so he showers every day. So it does get that higher humidity in there way more than not. So that's why I think it actually does really well in my bathroom. Also with that light, they do typically light that like that bright indirect light, and that bathroom does get very bright indirect light. So I think that's another reason why it does so well in there. These guys do like being in a more aerated mix, so adding that pearl light or that orchid bark in there to like make it a lot more nice and fluffy for them. The way you propagate it, of course, like any, like all monsters, so you're like sort of like underneath a plant, so like if I bring it too close it goes dark. Aerial roots, chop it under the aerial root and stick it into soil. Can you see that one? That's, oh, hold on, let me move that leaf out of the way. Can you see this right here? It's sort of kind of rerouted itself in there, which I think is kind of funny. So it's done that. There's somebody that I follow on Instagram, and I can't think of what his name is, but if I do figure out who it is, I'll leave it down below. He has a MONSTERA SILTEPECANA that is on a moss pole, which they do like to climb. It is like sort of naturally climbing itself, so I am going to put this on a moss pole, but I just don't have a moss pole small enough for it currently, so we'll put it on, we'll let it grow a little bit more and then put it on a bigger one. I actually really like the way that these look trailing as well. The leaves do stay a lot smaller. The guy that I follow on Instagram, he has his on a moss pole, and the leaves on it are massive, like huge. So I was like, well, maybe I cut it and do both, because I really like trailing plants. I would prefer them to trail than be on a moss pole. So it might just be nice to do like one trailing, one on a moss pole. I think that that would be really cool, because then you could also see like the side-by-side comparison, how they grow and how they grow differently, which I think would be super interesting, super cool. What else can I tell you about this guy? He goes a little bit droopy when he really needs water, but I don't let him dry out quite that much. I do wait until it is mostly dry. There's a root coming out of the bottom. I didn't know that. Maybe I need to check this guy and see if he needs to be repotted. I wonder how. I don't think he's that root bound. He doesn't seem to dry out too much. I am going to give him some water today, because my finger is like all the way down there and he is feeling a little dry, so I am gonna water him today. So just let them dry out, but not too much, just like most tropical plants that don't like to fully dry out, but they do like to dry out, just to make life a little bit confusing for us. I do use a well-balanced fertilizer every like second water throughout the active growing season. So I actually have been fertilizing him almost the entire winter because I got him right before this was the first leaf, this kind of sad looking droopy one. I pinched it by accident, which is why the end looks like that. I got that leaf in, I think it was November. So this is all grown through the winter. Like it didn't take that much of a, it didn't take a break. It didn't like go into like a dormant state. It actually just kept growing. And it was just a single leaf cutting that has just decided to take off and let me enjoy and love him. Like this leaf here, like you can see the color difference in these two. He hasn't even fully hardened off yet, and there's another one like just waiting to unfurl. So he's just been growing super happy. I fertilize him, yeah, every like 2 weeks. Every second water, which is about every 2 weeks, with a well-balanced fertilizer that's cut in like a third, because fertilizer is a lot sometimes. So I don't want to burn his little roots, so cut him in a third, and that's all we can talk about for this little dude. I hope you guys enjoyed this Feature Friday, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any other care tips, because I bet everybody else would like to know them as well, or what has worked for you or what hasn't worked for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Then on like because then you can also see the side-by-side comparison on